everyone, it's Tuesday the 2nd of February. 2nd of February? Yes. It is the week before I start my new graduate position and I am just getting a few things ready, so I thought I would film and show you kind of what I'm doing to get ready for my orientation. I have a few kind of like exciting things happening today, but yeah, we'll get into it a bit later. So this morning I have to go to the Apple store. I cracked my phone screen and I just want to get it sorted before I start my new jobs, just so that I don't have to worry about it, and also I feel like I'm starting fresh as well, so that'll be nice. So I'm going to finish, I'm going to go to the Apple store, get that fixed, and then I also should probably get a new phone case because it looks a bit worn out basically, so I need to get one of those. And then later today I also have a telehealth appointment with my doctor. I have had really bad IBS symptoms, and I've had IBS for a long time. It's not something I talk too much about, but I usually manage it very well with like a low FODMAP diet, but recently hasn't really been working very well for me, and I have been very lazy with the diet, so I've had lots of reactions, so I need to speak to my doctor about all of that. So that's happening a bit later today, and I can maybe talk a bit more about IBS later as well if you want. I've also got an inspection with a property that I'm looking at that'll be a lot closer to my grad hospital. So it'll be a 5 to 10 minute walk to the hospital, and I'm going to have a look at some properties in the same building, so we'll go and have a look there. Yeah, so that's kind of on the agenda today. There are some properties that we'll also look at tomorrow, but and so I might include them in this video as well. But yeah, I thought mainly like the biggest thing today is to look at those apartments. So yeah, that's really exciting, and if I like them, then hopefully I can move in within the first couple of weeks of my job, and it'll be so much easier getting to the hospital when it's like a 5-10 minute walk. So yeah, that's very exciting. Anyway, I'm gonna get to the Apple store and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, I am home now, and I ended up buying some pants that I thought would be really good for my orientation. I didn't plan to do this. It was just, I walked into the store and they're on sale, so ended up getting them, but I'll show you them now. So these are from Seed. They're just like suit pants, nothing too exciting, but I just like, they're kind of like a houndstooth material. What do you call it? Houndstooth? Is that what it is? That's what it looks like. So yeah, that's what I've done. I ended up getting a new phone screen protector, which is working well. They didn't have any of the cases left for the size of my phone. I have like an iPhone 10, so it's a little bit older, and kind of less and less people have the accessories for them. So I couldn't find the case, but it's made me think that maybe I'll look at upgrading my phone, just having a look and seeing if there's, yeah, a way that I could do it that's not too expensive. But yeah, I'll have to wait and see. Anyway, now I am going to have some lunch. My boyfriend Ben is on a work call at the moment, so he's busy with that. So I'm just gonna heat up some food. I made a low FODMAP like minestrone soup yesterday, so I'm just gonna have some of that. And then maybe I'll mention and talk to you about like the IBS stuff and low FODMAP. Yeah, I'll see if I can come up with some stuff that I can mention about that, which will be interesting. Incidentally as well, I have really short hair now. I used to have quite long hair, and in a lot of my previous videos I've had really long hair, and then I kind of got it short like to my shoulders. I actually was not wanting to get hair this short. It was a complete accident, and I went into the hairdresser, showed them a photo of what I wanted, and this is definitely not what I asked for, but yeah, it's definitely not what I wanted. I don't like it. I have had quite a few little cries about it, but I'm making the most of it. I'm just keep putting it up in like a little pony thing. But yeah, it's definitely not the best hairstyle. for me, I don't think. Waiting for it to grow out. So yeah, that's what's happened with my hair. This is my minestrone soup. It kind of has turned into minestrone slosh. I don't really know what's happened here. I think all the pasta has soaked up the actual soup stuff, so it looks like this now. So I'm gonna have some of this. This is all low FODMAP as well, so hopefully my tummy starts feeling a bit better if I stick to my FODMAP diet. All right, I've got my soup, minestrone soup. It's actually not soup anymore. It's just like some veggies and pasta mixed together. But I thought I would tell you about IBS and like what I've been going through. So I had lots of like gut issues and also have a condition called fibromyalgia, which I actually manage very well. With fibromyalgia, often people that have it will also have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and also chronic fatigue. So they're kind of three that often come together, or you might just get two or one of them, but they often are seen kind of together. So when I first was diagnosed, I actually had all three and didn't manage it very well. I had chronic fatigue and was like really struggling with that, as well as like fibromyalgia pain, and also IBS was quite a big one. But then I kind of like got it down to being like really manageable. Hi Ash. Ash has come to say hello. With the IBS, I went on a low FODMAP diet and it was really, really helpful. I managed that pretty well. The occasional like accidental eating of food and things like that I shouldn't have kind of set me off, but for the most part I was really good and kind of figured out what I could eat, what I couldn't eat. So things like that really are pretty bad for me are like large amounts of gluten. So I can have small amounts of gluten, so like gluten traces. I'm not celiac or anything, and I have been checked for it. But if I have like a whole bunch of like gluten pasta, like normal pasta, that can make me feel quite sick. Or onion and garlic is like a massive one for me. Any kind of small bits of onion and garlic can make me feel awful. I think also things like maybe like soy powder, like soy flour and things like that. So like in some of the gluten-free bases, that can also set me off, like weird things like that. Lots of like the low FODMAP. So FODMAP stands for fermented oligosaccharides, monosaccharides, and disaccharides, and polyols. So it's like lots of different chains of sugars. But yeah, basically there's a whole Monash University app that you can download to go through it. I won't go through it here. It's just, yeah, I basically refer to that when I'm looking at the foods I can eat. Hang on, let me have some food. Recently, because it is such a restrictive diet, and also because I haven't been working at the moment, a lot of my friends and myself have kind of been like trying to like catch up as much as possible before we all start our new graduate jobs, and that has always entailed food. So we seem to always go out for like brunch, lunch, dinner, breakfast, lots of food related activities. And because I have like obviously wanted to celebrate with all of my friends, finishing uni and then starting new jobs, I have been very lax with the food that I've been eating, and basically kind of like has set me off again, and I've been really unwell in my gut. So I need to speak to my doctor today about that, also because I have a history of gastritis and stomach ulcers, and I have a feeling that I have another one. So I think I need to go on some medication again for that, and I just need to check in with my doctor about that as well, which is something that I knew would probably happen again, but it's just annoying that it has happened now. So that's kind of what I'm going through, and that's why I'm seeing my doctor today. For the most part, I live with it pretty well. Like it's not something that you can just kind of like fix and be like, yep, don't have IBS anymore. Some people will kind of grow out of it and just have it for a short period of time. Often it kind of coincides with stress. So I have a feeling that when I start my new job, it potentially might get worse if I'm not managing it very well, because I'll be a little bit more stressed, obviously, with new job. Like, I know what I should be doing and I know that I can do it. So I think I just need to get back to that and actually like properly like stick to the low FODMAP diets and the things that I can eat and avoid the things that I can't, so that I don't end up feeling really unwell. If you guys have any other questions about IBS, or if you have IBS and you have experiences with low FODMAP diet or things like that, leave me a comment, because I'd love to get to know you guys and see how your experiences are with that sort of stuff. Or if you think you might, definitely worth reaching out to a GP. I really value I have a GP that I've been seeing for quite a few years now, and have been seeing her since before I was diagnosed with everything. And when I was initially when I was feeling unwell, I went to her, and have kind of stuck by her since then. So it's been quite a few years that I've been going to her, and I really trust her because I feel like she knows who I am and she knows all of the medical issues that I've got going on. So yeah, I think it's really valuable to have one GP that you see regularly, or someone that you trust. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna eat and I'll see you guys in a bit. Slightly better. Excuse my hair, I've just woken up. Okay, so it's actually the next day now. I didn't film very much when we went to go see the apartments yesterday. We just saw 2 of them that are both 1 bedrooms, but there are a few other people there and it was very tightly packed. We didn't have a lot of time in each. I felt like the agent was quite flustered. I don't really know. It was like we were like in and out within a couple of minutes. It was really weird. So I didn't get any footage. I didn't take any photos or anything like that. But I think overall impression of both the apartments were that they were a little bit too small, because it'll be both me and my partner Ben, and he will be working from home, so he does need a little bit of space to have a desk. So yeah, that was something that we didn't really like about either of the apartments. But we have another one that we're going to look at again for the second time today, and we both really like it. But initially we wanted to wait because we thought maybe the 1 bedrooms, because they were cheaper, might actually be a better option. But yeah, the one we're going to look at again today is a 2 bedroom place, and we both really liked it. And I mean, it's still within our budget. It's just we thought a cheaper option might be a nicer option in the long run. But yeah, we're going to have a look at it again. Oh, by the way, I also received some emails from my kind of like grad coordinators for my new graduate, and basically just instructions for first day and orientation and things like that. So we actually have 2 days of online orientation first, and then we will have 3 days of in-person orientation, and that'll make up the first week. And then the second week will be a whole week of supernumerary shifts, which means that I'll basically be supervised, but still like on the floor working. And then I'll go into like just like the roster as normal. So yeah, that's the plan. But obviously when it gets closer to orientation, I'm going to be making more videos about that. So I thought I'd just mention it here. But yes, if you want to watch the videos for my orientation, definitely click the subscribe button, because I'll be posting a lot more about that in the next coming week or so. All right, I'll see you guys soon. I'm actually home now. I'm actually really stupid because I couldn't film anything when we went for this inspection because I left my phone at home. And I do all of my filming with my phone at the moment because it's just an easy way to do it. But yeah, I didn't even realize I didn't have my phone until I got there and went to go sign in, like do the kind of like COVID-19 check-in, and I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't even do that. So my boyfriend and I had a really good look again. We've already seen the place before, but we had another look again. Yeah, both really like it, and I think we're gonna put the application in. So I think that's what I'm gonna do now. I've already started working on the application just in case we actually wanted to go ahead with it. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue doing like the finishing touches to that now. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And then, yeah, that's kind of it, I think, hopefully. I'm gonna go ahead with this. Ben's gonna join me and we're gonna put the application in together.